This stopwatch can free you, but you have to kill the bosses within the time constraints.
Welcome to episode 4 of the Speedrun Diary series. As agreed in the last video, the highest like comment decided which piece of content I will be doing next, and of course, you rats picked Colosseum instead of Tob. If you're new here and have absolutely no idea what this speedrun series is about, I am basically pushing myself a level above Grandmaster and going for the hardest speedrun times in the game. With all that being said, I've missed so many ticks already, so let's get right into the setup. With the new Confliction Gauntlets, we only need a 3-way to one-shot the Fremenic Berserker, so I will be using that solely for the Berserker. And I will also be using a 4-tick weapon, such as the Blade of Seldor, to one-shot the Fremenic Archer. You can use an Inquisitor's Mace if you want, but this one's cheaper, and I'm going to be reselling it straight back to the Grand Exchange as soon as I'm done with this time. You can either choose to use a Blood Fury or a Blowpipe. I'm an absolute Giga Chad, obviously, so I'm going to save ticks with my Blowpipe, and as long as I play well, I don't need the extra healing from the Blood Fury. Now, the Venator Bow is where things get interesting. This thing bounces between 3 targets if you set them up correctly, so I will go over more of that later. This is absolutely crucial for sending fast Colosseum runs. My current PB is a 17-14, so I have roughly a minute and a half to save to get the diary. Okay, we're back in the Colosseum. I'm going to click Blasphemy. I know that that is the one that you have to max out. Apparently you have to basically claw this thing now, which is kind of new tech, I think, or maybe I'm just behind on tech, probably, most likely. And that's wave 1 done. Boom! I'm pacing, baby. Okay, wave 2. I'm not actually going to melee the Archer here. I'm just going to step under the Shaman to off-tick them, since they've seen me on the same tick. And then I'm going to go Venator Bow the Archer with the Archer. Yes, Archer with the Archer. Nice one. Right, anyway, we kind of want a 1, 2, and 4 wave skip. Now, if you've never touched a Colosseum before, you might be like, what the hell is a wave skip? Because you're still killing the mobs. It basically means we are skipping the reinforcements that come in at 40 seconds on waves 1, 2, and 4. This is vital to get the time. You need to get these skips as an absolute run changer if you do not get these skips. Now, as you can see, I have not been able to kill all of these mobs in time for the Jaguar reinforcement to come out. So I'm just going to line them up here with the Ranger and then Venator Bow them both until they both die. Okay, the Manticore started range here, so I'm just going to step underneath the Shaman, and basically that times the Manticore's mage attack onto the same attack as the mage. So yeah, I actually probably should have saved double claws here, but for some reason I clawed earlier on wave 3. So hopefully I get this skip. And my scythe is nuking. Let's go. Okay, wave 1 to 4, done. Guys, do you remember when I said you can either choose to use a Blood Fury or a Blowpipe? I'm an absolute Giga Chad, obviously. Yeah, well, just don't look at my inventory. Okay, the Ranger and Mage have seen me on the same tick, so I'm going to try and go around the other side of the pillar. And, yeah, I mean, okay, whatever. Bro, I knew I was going to die a lot, but I didn't think I'd be dying on wave 5. Like, for God's sake, what? Bro, that is 500k every single death. So that's why I've been putting off the Colosseum for so long, because it's just so expensive to learn in terms of actual speedrunning. I've actually changed my start tile, and I'm actually going to be using the one that's used in the world record Colosseum video. I'm really not sure why yet, but once I feel a bit more comfortable and not dying on wave 5, I'm going to boot up my stream, twitch.tv/Luna_OSRS, by the way, and hopefully chat will be able to tell me. I definitely prefer to do off-stream runs most of the time, as it allows me to focus a lot more, but a lot of the time chat knows way more than me in terms of new content, so it actually really helps that I get backseated sometimes. And no, if you do tune into my stream, that is not an invitation for you to come and backseat me. Shut the fuck up, I'm still better than you. I swear, the triple Venator bow sound has to be one of the most satisfying sounds in the game. I'm not 100% sure on Venator setups either in terms of what I can or can't Benny, so I might be losing a couple ticks here and there just seeing if I can Benny something. Bro, 2 zeros in a row? Come on, man. Just die. And it's on 1 HP? I can't be asked. What the hell? I'm not really sure what good splits are, to be honest. And at this point, I don't really have time to think about splits. I just need to work on experience in terms of solves and stuff. So just going to stand on this middle tile and drag myself out, which will off-tick them. And I've just missed a flick. What am I doing? Okay, since we're on wave 7, the Minotaur comes out, which basically heals everything that he can see in his line of sight. And I've seen some new tech, which I'm going to call the Boac tech since I'm a tobber. But I think it's just naturally called the Minotaur drag, I guess. And I've just healed it. Well, okay. Well, I haven't done it correctly, but I will eventually learn how to do it. Oh god, Mage and Major on the same tick. I put my melee armor on, but I forgot to pray Mage. Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, I'm just dead. Whatever. Mental note, wave 7 onwards. Equip melee armor. Pray Mage. Hope for the best. Oh, it started range here. Okay, who saw that? Who saw that? I know you saw that. I know you saw that off tick. God damn, that was hot. Okay, now we killed the Minotaur. I can try and set up this Boac one more time. Okay, that didn't do it. Let me try it again. And oh, for fuck's sake, I clicked the Minotaur instead of the actual Javelin so it didn't push me out. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Since I don't live in the Colosseum, I don't actually know the tiles as well as I should have. So I've actually put some numbers on them. So bow the Minotaur and then click underneath the Javelin while clicking on him at the same time to push yourself out. Click on 2, click on 3, bow the Minotaur again on 3, and then go to 4. This will set it up for you perfectly every time, and you can also step on this tile, which is technically 5, but I haven't marked it 5. And when the Javelin wants to end your life by chucking a spear at you, step to this tile, pray melee, and then go back to the regular tile and keep Venator bowing. This tech is probably one of the most satisfying things that's in the Colosseum, and it's made me just fall in love with it, actually, low-key. Like, I didn't know that there was this much tech in Colosseum. And that's my run ended because of my modifiers. Right, I guess this is a good time to talk about modifiers, and it might be a bit of an information overload, so I do apologize. If you don't care about the modifiers and just want to see the gameplay, then skip to this time below. Okay, Blasphemy 1, 2, and 3, they're all good to use, and same for Doom 1, 2, and 3. Same for Frailty. These are the ones that we are looking for every single run. You can get Manti Mayhem. Manti Mayhem 1 and 2 are good as well, but Manti Mayhem 3 is when it chucks in the additional melee orb. So you can take this if you are on a late wave and you are pacing and you say, fuck it, hopefully I get good RNG. Now, Myopia 1 is again, same if you are on late waves, you can take this. If you are on wave 10 or 11 or something like that, then these two are fine. Reentry 1 and Quartet 1. You know, they suck to have, but you can still work around them. That's why I've got them in this section here. Now, Relentless 1, again, if you're pacing and you're on late waves, you can take this. These ones, stay away from all of these ones as far as you can because they're just going to ruin your run. So yeah, I'm going to make a detailed Colosseum guide in terms of what to do on each wave, standard procedure, useful tips and tricks, and also list out all the modifiers and which one work well together. For example, if you have Doom 3, you really don't want to take Relentless because the enemies will ignore your defense, and that is going to get you the Doom stacks way quicker. So I will, again, leave my link of my Discord in the description if you want to join, and that Colosseum guide should be out by the time this video is out. Now that I've learned the Minotaur tech, this has saved me so much time in the later waves, and of day 2 of speedrun in the Colosseum, I managed to get this run on stream. They're in range, right? Yeah, they're in range. Jesus Christ, that was kind of close, eh? Right, the fucking Minotaur's dead by the time I can set up the Veni. Do you like that? You like that, boys? Come on, you like that? Ooh. Right, I've got, do I have to do? I have to do 1, so I can probably just go Relentless and hope for the best. I don't know if I can kill this in time, actually. No. Yeah, it doesn't even clump properly. That's so sad. What do I do on waves like that? Definitely shouldn't have done this. I'm not going to be able to kill it in time, am I? One more? No. Never lucky, bro. I could have hit a 40, though. If I hit that 40, it would have been mega. Bet again. No way. Well, I might as well take Doom 3, because if I make one mistake, I'm dead anyway. Good luck. All I need now is just under a 2-minute soul. I missed that. No, didn't get it. Unlucky. Come here. Oh, unlucky. I think that parry, I mean, that parry wouldn't have made that much of a difference. It was weird because I was like already like walking. Yeah, I didn't deserve the time for sure. There's a lot of things I could have done differently. So it wouldn't be a Luna video if I didn't get close to the time and not get it. It's so average, bro. However, I'm actually not mad about it. I've got so much to learn. I made so many mistakes during that run that it would kind of feel undeserved if I got it during that run. And after many deaths, I've learned so much about Colosseum that I felt like everything was kind of coming together. For example, remember the spawn tile I was using and having no idea why I was using it? Well, it actually produces more south spawns, which is a good and a bad thing. The bad thing is you're more likely to die since you're not really able to hide around the pillar, but since you have more south spawns, the Minotaur Venator setup is actually easier to produce since you kind of have less mobs on the east side to kill. So this might sound a bit confusing, but for example, if there are 2 south enemies and 2 east enemies with a Minotaur spawning in 40 seconds, I would want to kill one of the east enemies first. This is so later on I can kill both of the south enemies while the Minotaur is trapped and then set up the Boac with the Minotaur on the east enemy. And this isn't just for wave 7 onwards. You can actually use it for 5 and 6 as well, where you kind of want to keep the east enemy alive so that you can set up the Venator Bounce on the Mage and the Jaguar when they come out. So this is something I really didn't know at the start, but it's helping me a lot in terms of saving time. And if you do get a situation like this, make sure you step towards the Major after the Ranger dies to safe spot the melee. If the Major dies first, you kind of lose ticks since you need to drag the Jaguar over. So dragging the Jaguar over beforehand is a really good habit to get into. Don't get me wrong, this isn't going to be a one and done now. Like, just because I've learned all this doesn't mean I'm not going to get shafted on wave 1 for my invocations. Like, what are these invos, man? My God, that's the 3rd wave 1 reset. Like, what? Speaking of wave 1, I haven't even been doing it properly, so follow what I'm doing here and you will get a 13.8 seconds every single time. I should really be gatekeeping this knowledge from all of you so that you guys just think I'm good at the game, but where's the fun in that? Anyway, let's get back to my runs. Okay, pretty decent spawn here. I'm going to stand on this corner tile so that the Javelin comes over here. And now they're both on ticked. God damn. Right, I'm going to come over here and actually kill this Javelin first. Now, when the reinforcements arrive, this is going to allow me to stack the Manticore, the Major, and the Minotaur. Damn, that's a good max claw. And I'm just going to bow this since it's easier, and I don't want to take any risks since I'm kind of pacing at the moment. And this is the triple Benny bounce. Now I just take my hands off the keyboard. Ah, shit, I'm going to have to run around the corner on this one. Now, that Manticore over there is going to see me a tick later since it's been dragged around the pillar. Hopefully they're on... No, they're not on ticked. So I'm just going to try and claw this and just DPS check it before the Javelin can do as much damage to me. And I've just nuked it. Nice. Oh, fuck. What am I doing? No. Jesus Christ, man. Right, I'm just going to take my time. And now they're both on ticked. Holy shit, my hits have been really good. Dude, this is 13-19 into Soul. This is probably my best run yet. Oh, I missed a hammer. Surge pot. I missed both, man. For fuck's sake. Dude, all I need is a 2-minute 30 Soul on that pace. Like, that is way below average. And I missed both hammers. I mean, whatever, bro. Whatever. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a bit tilted from missing both hammers, but at least I could have played out the Soul. It was still doable. I don't know why I got tilted. I should have just skipped to the end of the video where I get the time automatically. Like, there's no point stressing about it. Okay, since the Minotaur start in range, I'm gonna have to go over and kill this first, and they're off ticked. Okay, I'm just gonna burst this one down. Wait, why did it drag me that way? Fucking hell, man. Why did it drag me underneath? Holy shit, that was close. The Shaman and the Mage are lined up on the same tick as well. Come on. It kind of sucks that the Shaman comes first here because it won't bounce to the Manticore, but at least it's a triple bounce still. Yeah, 115 Soul is not possible, but with the amount of Soul deaths I've been having recently, I think I need to practice. If you're wondering why I'm dragging him downwards as well, it's basically so that I'm making sure that my Cypher's off cooldown so that I don't lose any ticks when I have to step back. Damn, a 210 Soul is really bad. I need to work on my tick loss Soul, but at least I get money. Please kill it before the Minotaur comes out. Yes, let's go. Okay, now I can set up the Boac. Okay, thank God it started range. Otherwise, this might have been a bit tricky. Now, that Manticore back there is going to be off tick with both of these rangers, so I'm just going to step back and then wait for them to be on tick. And then hopefully nuke this first ranger. Okay, fuck. The Major and the Manticore off tick. I'm going to have to time this. Okay, perfect. Manti-Maim 3 really sucks sometimes, but it actually works quite well in that spawn. Okay, not my best entry. I need a 2-minute Soul. A 2-minute Soul is all I need for this time, and that is very, very doable. And somehow I haven't been able to pick Frailty, so I'm actually on really good HP, so I can make mistakes. I'm consistently making it to late waves now, and with my cash tag dwindling on each death, I need to get this time before I go bankrupt. Fuck, I did it. I fucking did it, man. Holy shit, that was close at the end. Thank God I didn't have Frailty 3. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. I messed up the first parry, and in the second parry, I was kind of mid-claw, so it was like really awkward to hit. And then I fucked up the last spear attack, and in that random soda flare, I was pathed into it already. It was just, oh my God, that was so fucking stressful, man. And that's the diary done. Let's fucking go, boys. I thought it'd be way harder than that, to be honest. It only took me like 5 days. And I know that my time isn't that good, and I'm not really happy with it at all, as I've learned so much about the Colosseum, and I feel like I can definitely shave off at least 30 seconds, maybe even get a sub 15. But with the amount of time it takes resetting with bad invocations and RNG skips, I'd rather just get the video out for you guys. So my total deaths from the start of the video was 367, which has increased to 599, which means I've spent 116 million on the death coffer. Yeah, I definitely need to sell this Seldor back. I'm broke. Thank you so much for watching. I put a lot of time into these videos, not only potting the resets, but sorting through 100 gigabytes worth of footage for you. So please drop a like and a sub, and even a cheeky comment to get that algorithm going. Duotop is next, which I hope most of you are excited for. So yeah, thank you again, and I will see you in the next one.